Well, hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then hello, my name is Lon, and I'm so glad you're here. And for everyone who's already been living life with Lon, thank you guys for returning for another video. So let's go ahead and see what we are doing today. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm currently standing in my kitchen, but I'm about to bring you guys outside with me so we can get in this garden. I got off from work today. It was 89 degrees, and I was like, we're going to the garden today. So let me show you what we're going to bring out there with us. So the other day I had an event and needed some strawberries, and I have been letting these sit here to dry out just a teeny bit. Okay guys, the goal is to take these pepper seeds, drop them in some soil, just like this, and see if they regrow. Tops of strawberries, store-bought as well. And instead of trying to pick out those teeny tiny seeds, I'm just going to drop them in the soil in my other strawberry bed and put some in one of these containers. And then the cantaloupe seeds that are pretty much starting to dry out, I'm going to drop a few in the ground as well. So come on, let's go. I'm going to bring these out here, and then I'm going to go back and get my gloves. This is looking good. I'm going to weed this out really quickly and just drop them in on this side, a few of them. Let's see how it works. Oh, look. Need to go get some hay for sure. Like I said, I had these strawberries. I had an event for my daughter, and I needed strawberries. I made a fruit salad, so I needed some strawberries. And as I was cutting them up, I was thinking to myself, why don't I just take these and try to put them out in my yard? Now, I don't know for sure that this will work or not, but if it does, then great. But if it doesn't, then I have not lost anything, if that makes sense. But basically what I'm doing is I just took the part that I was going to throw in the trash and put it down into this little bed that I had here. Because the seeds are so small, I just left them in there the way they were. Again, if it works, great, and if it doesn't, there's no loss. And of course, it was time for me to just give everything a good drink of water. The temperatures are really warming up, and I really want to ensure that everything that I've already planted is going to be successful. This is what I'm talking about with the water pooling right here. I think I need to move that. I don't know. The marigolds are right here somewhere. Probably should give them a good drink. Okay guys, it's time to harvest these. No, you can't really tell on camera, but these are some really big leaves. I'll measure them on the inside. But look how pretty. All right, let's go. So I planted these collards back in June of 24, so it was summer, and I made a video on it. I'll put it up in the cards above just in case you were wondering, but they were given to me from a coworker, and you guys know that I've said it before, I do not like growing collards in the summer because you have to fight the little insects and the little worms that love to eat on them. Like, it is such a challenge, and I don't put anything on any of my vegetables or fruit in my garden. I just let it grow. I just give it water. I talk to everything, and it just grows really well. So I don't really like putting Sevens dust. My aunt, she would always tell me, you got to put something on them in order to protect them. And I just really don't like doing that. And that's just a personal preference. If you like to do that, then that's completely fine. But I just like to just let them grow and don't put anything on them. And so that's part of the reason why I don't like growing collards in the summer. So The fact that these are almost a year old and they're still producing, you know, I know during summertime they're probably going to start, I'm going to have to fight off the worms again. So comment below and let me know, what are some natural repellents that you guys use? I've heard of neem oil, and I've tried that before on something else in my garden, but it smells horrible. I don't like the way it smells. All right, guys. Look, they are so bare out there. I cut them all down really well. I let this one remain to go to seed, and this one I cut it was trying to go to seed, and I just cut those out because I still want those produced. It is super hard to grow collards in the summer because you have to fight the worms that love to eat them. So I've had those in the yard for a year now. Since last year, a coworker gave them to me, and here we are. So I know many people may think that I put something on these, but I do not. I just let them grow. I talk to them every day, love on them, and this is just what they do. Look how big this leaf is. Oh. All right, guys, let's measure these real quick to just see how big they truly are. The widest point, a foot. These are huge. And then this way, 17, 18, just depends. Well, guys, I'm sweaty, I'm hot, and the sun is going down. But I do want to show you guys a little bit of what I completed off camera as to why I'm so sweaty. So come, let's take a look. Okay, so I went ahead and moved those two hostas because they're not doing well at all right there for whatever reason. And when I pulled them up, it was kind of dry right there, so I think the water's washing down, and that's why this one's always so big. There was a little brown canna lily that was growing next to this one, and so I moved it right here. So soon that'll be nice and pretty. And this is the hosta. I just combined them because they were so little, and hopefully it'll thrive better here. The salvia is still there. When that one on the porch gets to be a little bit bigger, then I will put it back down here. And I'm thinking about moving the one over there in the garden over here, because this is going to be my second flower bed. I think I told you guys we were thinking about building the deck out, and I was like, no, let's just not fool with that and just make it an additional flower bed. And plus this will kind of help with the delineation of the yard so my husband don't accidentally go into that area. So I will get some mulch, fill this in really well. These are the dianthus bulbs I had, and I don't know what they're doing, but they're not they're not doing. But yeah, I moved these bricks from this little spot where my lantanas lives. So they were around here, and they were stacked up pretty high to contain this, because during the summer months this will get as tall as the deck. So I don't know what is going on right there in that little spot. We'll get some fresh pine straw out here in a few days, and some mulch because it is on sale. And then I'll go ahead and get back to doing the garden. And we got to move that rosemary because, hold on, y'all, something's on y'all's face. But I will move that rosemary bush because it is absolutely just taking over right there. So need to move that. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys got some inspiration, education, or motivation. If you have any questions about the collards that I got out of my yard, please leave those in the comments below. I would love to answer those for you. And you know, we're hoping that the strawberries that I planted in here will take off, and if they do not, then that's okay, because it was an experiment, right? Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, if you're not living life with lawn, then you're missing out. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.